Everyone, it's Mike from Wichita. Just sitting here, had some more fitness thoughts going through my mind that thought I'd share. Put them down on paper, as they say, but nowadays you put them in video form. I was at the store this afternoon, looking at nutrition labels on like different pastas, sauces, and stuff like that, and just sauces in general. And thought occurred to me that this is gonna be a long road back to fitness and wellness and health and everything like that. And I'm not really sure why it decided to happen during the checking of the pasta labels, or not pasta sauce labels, which it's kind of funny because I don't even really know what all the labels mean. I mean, I sit there and look at them, but there's just so many different chemicals and different things in them that it's just hard to tell exactly what you're supposed to be looking for, not looking for, and added sugars, non-added sugars, and everything like that. So I've got some more research to do in that department, but I at least thought that was a good start. That I was starting to look at the labels, at least, because in the past, usually just grab whatever's on sale and throw it in there, and we won't worry about what exactly the nutritional value is or the calorie count or anything like that. And some of the stuff we're grabbing. So I thought that was coming a long way, but it was just kind of weird how that just hit me that it's going to be a long road, and it just out of nowhere. I don't know, maybe because that's what I was doing, just looking at it, but I thought about it too, and it's like, so first of all, I got to get my weight back down to a healthier level, which by my estimates, guesstimates, you could say, is probably going to take about a year or so, maybe another 10 to 12 months, just to kind of get back down into a healthy range. Again, I'm not in a race to get it off other than just with myself. And that's a race that I'm going to win, but it's going to take time. So then once I finish that kind of first phase of the losing the weight, the getting back in shape part, then we're going to have the maintenance part, which is going to be the longer road, which hopefully will be fine. And I'm really looking forward to that. And hopefully by the time I get to that point, I have really implemented a lot of healthy habits that will continue with me for the several decades to come. And I would hope that they would. If you're going to go that long, 10 to 12 months or so, and it could be longer, I don't know. That's just kind of what I'm guesstimating. Uh, you better be you better be eating right and those type of things and have a solid kind of fitness plan worked out. Scary thing is though, is I have been in this similar situation before. I think it was about 14 or 15 years ago, give or take. And I had lost over 80 pounds. I don't remember the exact number. It was more than 70. It was more than 80. It wasn't 100, but it was a lot of weight. And that was done over like an 8 to 10 month period, which at the time I was a lot younger. And so obviously I think it was a lot easier to get the weight off. But look at me now. Clearly all that weight is back on me and then some. And so I think it was a good, I don't know, it was probably 5 or 6 years. Had a good run as far as keeping all that weight off. I may have to go back and look at some pictures and try to actually figure out exactly how long it is. But it's tough that it's back. But I don't try to dwell on that. So anyway, I've kind of come up in my mind for a while now of three different kind of motivational philosophies that I'm going to continue to implement or continue to use to help me on this long path that we still have ahead of us. And they're not necessarily like external factors. They're not like, I want to be around for family and those type of things, or hike it. I mean, I'll, hike a mountain or whatever. Like obviously I want to do those things. Like that's there. But as far as an actual philosophy and what keeps me motivated is I just got to remember, number one, that time a year from now, 2 years, however long it takes, is gonna come. Like it's gonna happen unless something crazy happens. But that time is gonna get here, and I would really want to be lighter and more fitness focused and active by the time that actually gets here, because clearly I've let a year or two pass and I'm still in the same situation I was a year ago, or two, or three, four, maybe 3 to 4 years ago. And it's just going to happen. And so I need to realize that yes, it is going to be a long road, but if you stick with it, you're going to be a lot better off in a year from now than if you just didn't do anything like you have been doing. So that's a real kind of gut check for me. It's a good motivational philosophy I've used. My second kind of thought motivation said I got to remember that this weight did not come on overnight. My cholesterol, my blood pressure, as far as I know, did not rise overnight to the levels it's at. This has happened over time, over several years, who knows, maybe even a decade. I don't really know, but a long time. And a lot of it was due to just not making the best decisions when it came to food or fitness or those type of things. And granted, I did have kind of a big external situation, life event happen to me, which kind of got me also in this situation a little worse than I probably would have already been. And it played a big part, but I'll discuss all that in future videos. And if I just can keep that in my mind that, it did not happen overnight. You go up the hill, you go down the hill, just kind of, that's how I got to look at it. I'm not going to just be able to just parachute to the bottom of the hill or the mountain or whatever it is, as nice as that would be. I've got to work my way back down, which was like working my way up to it. But I'm glad to be headed back down. And then the third little motivational philosophy I've got, and I don't even know if this one makes sense or if this is still a thing that people think about, but it's the old saying about how do you eat an elephant, and you do it one bite at a time. And I'm like, well, unless you're a T-Rex or something. But completely off topic. I was just looking to see if people actually do eat elephant meat, and apparently they do. There are places in the world where elephant meat is considered a delicatessen, and they do eat it. So that's kind of interesting to me. But here in the United States, I don't think we eat elephant. And the saying overall is that an elephant's just big. It's a big creature, and you can't eat it all at once. You're gonna have to work through it, and that's how a lot of the stuff is too. I've just got to slowly work through it. Like, yes, it's a big hill to come down off of, but it's gonna be one step at a time, one bite at a time, one day at a time. And I really think if I can keep these kind of motivational philosophies as the overarching clouds or whatever you want to call it, just kind of North Star. Yeah, that's probably better saying North Star, something like that. Then I can just keep moving forward. So that's all I've really got. It was just kind of a unique experience at the store today. I wasn't really expecting any of that. And as always, I appreciate you listening to my fitness ramblings. And I'd be curious too, kind of what your motivational philosophy thoughts are in the big picture of things. And feel free to leave a comment below on kind of what motivates you in the big picture of things. I'd be curious to find out what other folks think. And as always, if you're off to lift, have a great lift. If it's your cardio day, off to do some cardio, indoor, outdoor, whatever it may be, enjoy your cardio. And if it's your rest day, make sure you get that physical and mental rest. And if I get any more thoughts, I'll be sure to share them. And we'll keep getting after it. Thanks.